To make my bread pudding, first I'm going to turn my oven on to 350 degrees. I'll need some bread, of course. Something that's a little bit stale, maybe a day or two old, just torn up into bite-sized pieces like this. Use some sourdough bread, some brioche, some challah. I'm going to start with 3 eggs, half and half. Love that creamy half and half. Brown sugar is one of my next favorite ingredients to go in here. I have some cinnamon here, a little bit of nutmeg, some cloves, and of course some vanilla extract. Blend that all together really well with the whip. The bread will wind up going into the bowl. I was mentioning I was going to use raisins in this recipe. You're more than welcome to utilize any other dry fruit that you find. Some goji berries, some dried blueberries, some dried raspberries, some dried cherries, all kinds of things that you can use. I'll take my spoon or a nice big spatula and start to gently mix this nice chocolatey looking bread pudding all over the bread. The staleness of the bread will actually slow down the absorption of the pudding mixture so it doesn't get too soggy. Once I get this really nicely blended, I'll put it into my pan and then get it ready to pop into the oven. Into the pan it goes, smooth out the top a little bit with my spatula, and into the oven. About an hour later, once the toothpick comes out nice and clean, nice bread pudding. The toothpick is really going to be a factor in determining doneness for the bread pudding. After you check it, say about 45 minutes into the baking time, if the toothpick comes out really gooey, bake it for about 10 more minutes. My bread pudding is ready to come out of the oven. One of the things I've done differently is instead of baking it in a 9x9 pan, I've actually put them into little muffin tins. There we are, little individual bread puddings. I can smell that brown sugar. Look at those raisins, just lovely. One great option to plating up your bread pudding is to use some vanilla sauce. If you don't know how to make it just yet, you can take some vanilla ice cream and melt it in the microwave oven. Don't tell anybody I told you that. I'm gonna take some vanilla sauce, a nice little spoon, and just start to drizzle some right on the plate. Make a little zigzag motion and drizzle it right on top of that bread pudding. We'll put a little mint right on there, just like that. And there we have a nice vanilla sauce, bread pudding. Another option is some chocolate. You could even melt some chocolate, drizzle it right on there, just like that. Oh, a little mint on that one as well. And our last one, caramel. And we'll drizzle that right over the plate as well with 3 different sauces.